Hi, my name is Janet and welcome to 365 Inspired Yoga Classes. Today is day 29 and today we're inspired by the healing benefits of yoga. And I actually have a 21-day series, the healing benefits of a daily yoga practice. So if you really want to get into the specifics of different modalities where yoga can heal different issues with our health, please check that series out. But for today, I want to just look at the overall benefits of doing yoga. And it's really wonderful to help you get connected to your physical body. And when you're connected to your physical body, you can tell when you're going off balance, and then it'll help you to adjust your diet, your rest, so many different things so that you feel good. If there's a specific issue with the body like back pain, sore knees, shoulders, etc., I've got a video for that, but this class is going to be the overall healing benefits of practice. So we're going to start today lying on our back in Shavasana. So as you come to lying on your back, this is a great way to start if you really want to get an overview of what's going on in your body. So as you come on down, lie on your back, turn your palms open, shimmy your shoulders beneath you, take your legs as wide as the width of your mat, and maybe close your eyes and take this time to scan your body, noticing how it feels, seeking out any places of dis-ease in your body. Are you experiencing anything uncomfortable in your feet these days? How are your ankles feeling? Journey up the body, moving through the lower legs into the knee region. How are your knees feeling today? Moving up into the thighs, into the pelvic region. Anything going on there for you today? Just noticing, observing what's happening with you. As you move into the lower back, that's an area of common complaint. If you have any discomfort there, make an adjustment. One I recommend is bending your knees, placing your feet on the mat with your knees in the air. Maybe your knees draw together, and that might help to relieve any discomfort in the lower back. If your low back feels good, you might continue to lay with your legs extended out. Bring your awareness into the abdomen area. Are you having any tummy troubles today? Any digestive issues? Just noticing what you're noticing there. And I promise a little piece of our practice will address that for you. Maybe place your hands on top of your belly if your tummy is hurting. Using the healing energy in your palms to heal or comfort wherever your body hurts. Bring your awareness up into the chest cavity, the middle and upper back region. Notice how your body is breathing. And breathing is the very important part. In fact, I consider it the most important part of life and of our yoga practice. So notice how your body is breathing. Maybe you're challenged with some respiratory distress today. Just noticing how your breath is flowing, and try to deepen the breath. Paying attention to your breath throughout your day and throughout your yoga practice will help keep your heart rate nice and relaxed. Is your heart beating fast, or can you slow it down by slowing down and deepening the breath? Moving up into the neck and the shoulder region, another area where we might be carrying some worry, some tightness. Maybe you slept funny last night. Just simply take into account how you're feeling in the neck and the shoulder area. Moving down the arms a bit, into the biceps, into the elbows, into the wrists and the forearms, and into your hands. If you're struggling in the wrist area or the palms, maybe you're working with some arthritis in that area. That's common, and yoga can actually help heal that area. So just notice that about your body, taking that into account. And then moving back up the arms, into the shoulders, into the neck, and come to awareness of the muscles in your face, of your jaw, of your sinuses and your eyes and forehead. Maybe there's a headache going on or something in the sinuses. Do you clench your jaw? Try to relax the muscles in your face. Bring a smile onto your lips and into your cheeks. And the simple act of smiling helps to alleviate distress and bring a fresh, oxygenated energy into the muscles of the face, maybe creating a little more ease. And allow a wave of relaxation over the crown of the head and into your back and down into your ears. Just feeling the joy of being alive and feeling connected to your body today as we take our practice into a healing experience. So begin to open up your eyes, reach your arms, reach them high over your head and bring your legs together and point your toes down toward the end of your mat. Get a nice big stretch. Good, and then start to bend your knees. Place your feet on the mat beneath your seat. Rest your hands down by your thighs, by your hips, and gently rock your knees side to side. And as you rock your knees a little bit side to side, perhaps you feel the little bit of massage on your lower back. Good. Let's take that low back massage a little bit stronger. Hug your knees into your chest. Place your hands on your knees and pull them in tight, noticing how that stretches out your lower back. And then holding on to your knees, keep the knees together and circle the knees around to the right, reaching them as far as you can without letting go. Down the center, over to the left and back up. So you're circling your knees around and around, giving your lower back a little gentle massage. Do one more round around to the right, and then let's go left. So the knees will move to the left. They'll kind of drop away from you, but we're still holding on to them. Sweep your knees together and to the right and back up to your chest, and do that a few times around to the left. So we're doing the same circles, but now we're heading to the left first. And as long as you're making little circles and it feels good, you're doing just fine. A lot of times, some low back pain is related to tightness in the hips. So next time you come around, bring your knees back to center. Keep your big toes touching. Allow your knees to fall open. Opening the knees nice and wide. Maybe the big toes can still touch. Holding on to the knees, let the knees drop away from you and come back together. Pull them up the center toward your chest. Open them wide, drop them down, back to the center and up. Keep going around, wide into center. Yeah. One more time. They come up in the center, they open wide and drop away. Next time they come to your chest, let's reverse it. Let's coordinate this. This is one of the benefits of yoga, mind-body connection, coordination. Take your knees together and drop them away from you with your hands still holding the knees so the arms are stretching. Now open your knees wide with the big toes touching and draw the knees up towards your chest. Bring them together, and together they fall away from you and open wide. So we're just making little circles with the knees, right? Mind-body connection, it's coordination too. Do this a couple more times. One more time, down the center, open wide, back and together, good. With your knees at your chest, take your arms out like the letter T. Let's take a gentle twist to the left. Drop both knees over to the left. So if your back is tight, your knees might drop lower. If your back feels stretchy and you want more intensity, draw your knees up towards your left elbow. One thing I love to do, try it if you like, take your left hand to the right thigh and then turn your gaze to the right and turn your right palm open. Now your spine is getting a nice twist, a great release. Hopefully you're feeling this throughout the center of your spine, all the way from the tail up to the back of your neck. Good. And then let's unravel. Place both palms face down out like the letter T. Bring both knees up to center. Take a moment to draw both knees into your heart. So these little twists and this squeeze especially helps to alleviate tummy troubles, keeps things moving along. Hopefully that feels good. And then take your arms out like the letter T and drop both knees over to the right. Bring the knees higher towards your right elbow for more intensity or lower for a little more ease. You decide. Try to match both sides. If you took the hand to the thigh, then your right hand comes to your left knee or thigh and pulls the knees closer to the earth. And then the left palm will turn open. That opens the left shoulder joint. And you turn your gaze to the left. And you just enjoy that little added twist for your tummy. Really good for digestion. Keeps things moving around a little bit there. Take another breath here, deep breath in, slow breath out. And then let's unravel the twist, pulling both knees into your chest. So another thing that kind of helps digestion is to lower your left leg down and keep your right knee in. You're going to pull the right knee toward your abdomen and then take your right knee over to the right side of your body. This posture is called wind relieving pose. Yep, that's what it's called because it helps put pressure on the colon, helping with the final acts of elimination. So if it works for you, yay. Works for all of us, right? A little bit of gas, let it out. Let's draw the left knee up to meet the right. This will squeeze, so the right side is the ascending colon. So we put a little pressure there. Now we're putting pressure on the transverse colon. It goes across the top of the low part of the abdomen. So we're putting a little pressure there, helping with final elimination. Let's take the right leg flat down and pull the left knee in tight. That's the descending colon, and that helps for most of our bodies are shaped this way. Helps with that final elimination. So we're just doing this wind relieving posture. We start toward the chest and then move it left a little bit toward the armpit, and you get a little more pressure on the side of your belly. Good, a couple of breaths here. Whew. One more time. And then go ahead and release that. Let's take a full body stretch. Breathe in. Stay as you breathe out. And then draw both knees in for a little squeeze. Rock a little bit side to side, giving your low back a little massage. And let's change direction and rock along the spine. Rocking 3 or 4 times, as many as you need. Get some momentum and come all the way upright to seated. Good. I'm going to turn to face you for this next segment. So as you come to seated, if you find that it's uncomfortable and your legs feel really tight, like if your knees are up like this, you might add a block underneath your seat. That can definitely help to alleviate the tension in your hips. It's also okay to use a blanket. Some people even prop their knees. So find what works for you and find yourself in a nice, easy seated pose. From here, let's breathe in, circle the arms high overhead. And as you exhale, bring your hands down to your heart space. Gaze softly over your fingertips or close your eyes. And let's take a moment to formally set an intention to appreciate our health, to help improve our health by practicing yoga. So let's take a deep breath in and draw that intention in, good health. And then open your mouth and breathe out. Seal your lips, breathe slowly and deeply in and out of your nose. And cultivating this deep, slow, rhythmic breathing helps to lower your heart rate, calm your nervous system, reducing stress. And then lower your hands to your knees or thighs and open your eyes. Roll your shoulders down and back. Feel your heart space open. When we feel unwell, whether it's physical pain or heartbreak or mental distress, we find our body getting really slouchy and rounded. And that's one of the ways that yoga helps to improve our health, because it helps us to lift and open. And when we lift up and open, we create more space in the abdomen, and that's really good for deep breathing, better for digestion. So sit yourself up nice and tall. Staying up nice and tall, lower your left ear toward your left shoulder. Bring your awareness to your neck and the back of your neck, the side, the throat, just noticing how that feels in your neck. Hopefully it feels like a release. I know myself, when I get really caught up in worry and thoughts, I get really tense in the neck and the shoulder region. So I'm hoping this helps you to alleviate that tension. Let's create a little more space by taking the right fingertips and reaching them out to the right side of your body, creating a little more space. Now there is one more stretch layer. If you're feeling enough, stay there. If you want, take your left hand, reach over your head, touch the tip of your right ear and draw your left ear closer to your left shoulder. Oh, big stretch. Nice and easy with your body. Good. And then let's release that, bringing the hands back to the knees or thighs. Sit up nice and tall. Roll your shoulders down and back, and then slowly lower your right ear to your right shoulder. It's important here in today's practice that we take it really slow. We're really examining the health of our body, trying to release tension where we feel it. So you might notice that one side feels looser than the other. For me, this side is actually feeling a little bit easier than the first side for whatever reason. So now we're going to add another layer like we did on the first side. Maybe the left fingertips reach out and touch the left side of the mat or the floor out there. Good. And if you tried it on the first side, we're going to take the right hand up and over touch the tip of the left ear and carefully draw your right ear towards your right shoulder. Enjoy that stretch. I hope it feels delicious. Good. Body awareness, stay connected. The word yoga means union, the union of body, mind, and spirit. So not only are we helping to calm the mind by breathing deeply and focusing on our body and our breath, we're taking care of our body, but in doing so, we elevate our spirit. Let's release that slowly and gently. Lower your chin to your chest. Feel the gentle stretch in the back of your neck. Keep your shoulders rolled down and back, feeling your heart space open. Watch the gentle rise and fall of your chest as you breathe. And then begin to lift your chin up and look all the way up, stretching the front of your neck, stretching out your throat. If you're holding tension in the jaw, try this. Move your jaw up and down a little bit. Soften the jaw and wiggle your jaw gently side to side. Loosening the muscles of your face. Bring your head to neutral. I mentioned it earlier. Bring a smile to your face. We use 44 facial muscles to frown and only 17 facial muscles to smile. And when you smile, even a fake smile will start to change your brain chemistry. You will start to feel better. I promise. It's scientifically proven. So keep smiling and you will feel better. Let's change positions coming into tabletop. Come onto your hands and knees. Bring awareness to the spine. A healthy spine is a healthy body. So this series of postures helps to strengthen the muscles that support your spine and bring mobility into the spinal column, which will help to keep your spine nice and healthy. So we'll start with a simple cow-cat stretch. As you inhale, drop your belly and lift your gaze. Soften your elbows a little and press your chest between your biceps. As you breathe out, round the spine, press your back toward the ceiling. This is called cat pose. Can you feel the abdominal muscles strengthen as the back muscles stretch? Working together, here we go. Breathe and drop the belly. Back tightens. Belly softens. Exhale, round the spine, belly tightens and back stretches. Flow with me 3 more times. Inhale, this is cow pose. Look up, tail up. Exhale, cat, round it out. 2 more. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, cow. Exhale, round it out to cat. 1 more round. Inhale, cow, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, cat, round it out. Breathe in, come into a neutral table. Let's stretch out the hamstring. So take your right foot to the back of the mat with your toes curled under, press your heel back. Now if you're like me, you do other exercises as well. I walk every day, pretty much every day. I have a couple of dogs, you've probably seen them in my videos, and we walk about 3.5 miles every single day. And so the backs of my legs can get really tight, so yoga helps me to maintain that balance, moving forward and back a little bit. Good. Let's come back to a neutral tabletop and take this stretch on the second side. Your left foot comes to the back of the mat with your toes curled under. Press your heel back. Good, nice and slow, maybe moving forward and back. Good. Now remember this stretch, the left heel back. Remember what that feels like. We're going to bring it into our next pose if you choose. Come back to tabletop, threading the needle. Take your right arm, reach it up high. Here we've added a little twist to the spine. As you exhale, thread the needle, right arm under left. Let's flow. Inhale, reach your right arm high. Exhale, thread the needle, right arm under left. 1 more time. Inhale, reach your right hand high. Exhale, thread the needle, right arm under left. Come to resting on your right temple, right shoulder. Take your left hand, reach it forward. And if you want the hamstring stretch, take your left foot, send it back.
Good, big stretch. Can you feel the extension through the side of your body on the left side? A little gentle twist here and a little stretch for the right side of your neck. Take 2 more breaths, enjoy the stretch. Good, let's come out carefully. Left knee to the mat, left palm in front of your face, and breathe in to stretch your right hand high, and then bring yourself back down to tabletop. Same sequence, second side. Breathe in, take your left hand high. As you exhale, thread the needle, left arm under right. Again, inhale, take your left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle. Last time, inhale, left hand high. Exhale, left arm under right. Come down to resting on your left shoulder, left temple. Right hand reaches forward, and if you tried it on the first side here, your right foot stretches back. Good, just stay here for a few breaths, appreciating the extension through the right side body. Notice the gentle twist in your spine, and I'm hoping you get just a little stretch through the left side of your neck in this posture. Doesn't hurt, it feels great. One more deep breath in, and let's stay here as we breathe it out. And then slowly lower the right knee to the mat, bring the right palm in front of your face, and breathe in to take your left hand up high. And as you exhale, come back to tabletop position. Building some strength here, curl your toes under and exhale to downward facing dog. Hips go high, your body looks like an upside down letter V. Look forward at your hands. A lot of times I see yogis turning their hands either in or more commonly out, or even having their thumb under, which creates undue strain on wrists. So for proper alignment to build lower arm strength, spread your fingers wide, and your middle finger, the one we never use to communicate a message when someone cuts us off in traffic, right? We're yogis, we don't do that, but it's parallel with the outer edge of your mat, the long edge. So create that alignment, and your wrists will appreciate that particular cue. Let your head hang so that your ears align with your bicep muscles, and then at the back of the mat, your feet are hip distance apart. It's not necessary that your heels touch the mat. Most of us are not that flexy, but over time it will happen, I promise. What's more important to me is that you're pressing your heart back towards your thighs. So if the heels are lifted, and even if the knees are bent, that's okay. Maybe even bring a little bit of that cow pose where you drop your belly and tilt your tail into a big stretch here. Good. Nice. Let's lift the gaze and slowly walk to forward fold at the top of the mat. And once you get there, leave your feet separated hip distance or more. Maybe you've got blocks, my mess here, there we go. If you need a block, you can hold on to a block. Hold on to your opposite elbows, I like that, and sway side to side. Feeling good. Keep your feet separated, and let's add a twist. So again, you can have a block if you like. Place your right hand between your 2 feet, but forward of your feet a few inches. Begin to bend your right knee, start to straighten your left leg, and reach your left hand high. Maybe even look up to the left palm. Twisting postures, great for digestion. Also, in a way, let's breathe in, and as you exhale, let's come back down. Here we are inverted, upside down, getting more blood flow to the brain, great for circulation. Start to bend your left knee, straighten your right leg, reach your right hand high, twisting open to the right. Big stretch there, good. One more big breath in, and as you exhale, bring your hand down to the mat, bring your feet together to touch. Soften your knees and round all the way upright to standing. So let's create a standing flow. You're gonna stand nice and tall on your mat, turn your palms forward and relax your shoulders down from your ears. Breathe in and sweep your arms overhead. Now what's common is that the shoulders come up, so soften them down, turn your palms toward each other. Feel strong through your core, so the belly pulls in, the tail drops slightly. Good. Let's take a side body stretch by lowering the left arm and stretching through the right side of the body. You can even take your gaze up and underneath the right arm. Breathe in and go a little further as you breathe out. One more, deep breath in. Deep side body stretch as you breathe out. Good. Inhale brings us up to center. And as we exhale, lower the right arm and stretch the left side of the body. Lifting your gaze up and under the left arm. Maybe you're looking forward. Breathe in and stretch further as you breathe out. One more deep breath in. Deepest side body stretch on your exhale. On your next inhale, come all the way back up. And as you exhale, take a backward bend.
So as you bend back, you might bend your elbows. That really opens the heart. Lift your gaze up. Maybe keep the arms wide like a wide cheerleader V shape. With your next breath in, rise up. Bring your hands to touch and exhale, fold forward. It's recommended to bend the knees for the lower back, so maybe give that a go. See how that works for your back. Forward flexion, forward folding can be really difficult if you have bulging discs or anything going on with your back. Be super careful here. From this forward fold, I'd like you to shift onto your right foot and step your left foot to the back of your mat into a nice deep lunge, lower down to the left knee. If your knees are tender, take care and pad them with a towel or a blanket. If it's really hard for you to reach the mat, you can put some blocks on either side of your foot. We're just gonna press forward and lift the gaze. I want you to have your knee over your ankle rather than beyond. That's hard on the knees, so you want to keep that alignment. And if your knee is behind the ankle, that's okay, but beyond the ankle, not so good for the knee joints. I'm going to just stretch forward here. And now we'll take the counter stretch. Pull your hips back, walk your hands back, straighten the front leg, and bow down over your right leg. Really great stretch, nice and easy. Take a couple breaths here. And then lift your gaze and move forward. Good. All right, let's shift forward and back. Breathe in as you exhale, pull back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, pull back. One more time. Breathe in, shift forward. Breathe out, pull back. On your inhale, shift forward. Pick up your back knee and step back to downward facing dog. Nice stretch here. A couple breaths, tail is high. Good. And then look forward and step forward to the top of the mat. Let's soften the knees, round all the way upright to standing. Inhale, the arms circle high overhead, and as you exhale, lower your left arm, stretch the right side of your body. Good. Breathe in, come back up to center, and exhale, second side. Nice. Breathe in, come up to center, breathe out, fold forward. We're going to now shift to the left foot, step the right foot to the back of the mat, using a blanket as needed, lower the right knee. Begin to press your hips forward, check the knee ankle alignment. Hopefully your knee is not moving beyond your ankle. We're just going to stretch. When we hold and stretch, we're stretching the front of the right hip, really feeling it, use blocks as needed. Ready for the counter stretch. Pull the hips back, walk the hands back, straighten the front leg, and bow down over your left leg. Really big stretch. Yeah. And then begin to move forward. So we'll get a couple breaths here, and then we'll flow with the breath, just like we did on the first time. So as you inhale, you're pressing forward. Breathe out, pull backward. Inhale, move forward. Exhale, pull back. Once more, breathe and press forward. Breathe out, pull back. Good. On your inhale, shift forward, plant your palms, peel the back knee off the mat, and step back to downward facing dog. Really good. From downward facing dog, let's shift forward to plank. Come down to the knees. We're doing kind of a healthy, easier practice today. Lower to your tummy. And let's begin to strengthen the musculature of the back with some cobra, flowing cobra. So your palms go next to your chest with your elbows in the air. And as you inhale, start to lift up. Lift as high as you comfortably can with no pain. Exhale, chin to the mat. Do that again. Breathe in, cobras. Rise up out of the basket. Exhale, lower back down. One more time, keeping our spine nice and flexible. Breathe in, lift high. And breathe out, lower down. Let's take our palms and rest them beneath the forehead. Bend your knees 90 degrees and windshield wiper your feet side to side. This releases our lower back. And then lower your feet and lift your head up. We're gonna make this a little bit stronger with a locust posture. We're gonna take our arms out like the letter T and then lift up your legs. There you go. Lift up your chest, lift up your heart. Woo! All the muscles in the back are really working. Can you feel that? Yikes. One more big breath in. As you exhale, let's lower the hands beneath the head. Bend your knees and
Wiggle out your sacrum. The SI joint is where the sacrum interacts with the pelvis, the iliac crest of your hips. And that helps to release that discomfort there. Good. Now lower your legs and place your palms beneath your shoulders. Push into tabletop. And let's come back to downward facing dog. Good. From downward facing dog, enjoy it. Check your alignment. Maybe look around. Really great. This posture gives you that inversion, head below the heart. Increase blood flow to the brain. Really great for building upper body strength. If you're working with arthritis or something like that, this might help to alleviate or help to strengthen the muscles that support the wrists. Look forward and step all the way through and have a seat. So as you come to seated on your yoga mat, I'll tell you a short personal story. When I did my teacher training well over a decade ago, my wrists were tender the whole time. I would often wake up in the night and my hands would be tingling or even numb. When I started doing yoga, my teachers told me that I would strengthen the muscles in the forearms, and those are the muscles that move your fingers. So yoga helped me personally to fend off arthritis or work through carpal tunnel or whatever was developing in my wrists. And I can tell you, more than a decade later and a whole lot older, I'm feeling better. So what a wonderful thing. And then when that started happening, I said, this is my life path. This is the way I want to age. So thank you for joining me. Let's take our hands and just kind of play around with the wrists. So bring your hands to a prayer position and tick-tock your hands side to side. So what we're looking for here is range of motion. And what will happen is if you keep practicing yoga mindfully, not forcefully, but with what feels good, over time, things will get better. I promise it really works. Let's interlace our fingers and then press the palms away from you and straighten the arms as best you can. Sit up nice and tall, just feeling that lovely little stretch for your wrists. Good. And then releasing that, take your hands out and circle them out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circle the hands in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then just shake it off. Nice. Let's come to seated on our mat and work our abdominals a little bit here. Placing your feet on the mat, hold on to the back of your knees, lean back, and you're doing it. This is boat pose. Sometimes it's nice to challenge ourselves, so if you want to challenge, lift your legs up. If it's feeling like more, like feels good, you want more, release your palms. Anybody want the full expression? If you're feeling it today, straighten your legs. Whoa, hold for 3, 2, 1, and then let's lower to the back, hugging your knees into your chest. Good. Placing your palms down, send your legs high, point your feet, and then fan your toes out. That's called a floint. If you can coordinate that, we're gonna lower the heels about 20 degrees. Feel your lower back pressed into the mat. We're really working the abs, keep them there. Breathe in as you exhale, so you can go just a little lower. Good, one more deep breath in, just a little lower. Keep the back pressed down, and then hug your knees in. Good, rock gently side to side. Let's take this time to loosen up the hips. Place your feet on the mat beneath your seat. Moving into a supine version of pigeon. Take your right leg and kick it up. Bend the right knee, place your right ankle on your left thigh. It feels good. Lift your gaze and thread the needle coming on through, grabbing hold of the back of the left thigh, maybe using your right elbow to push your right knee away from you. Good stretch for your right hip. I'm feeling it in my glute muscle. Maybe it's all that walking I've been doing. I don't know. Just notice where you're feeling it, and I hope it feels good. Let's release the other side. So go ahead and release the right foot to the mat. Take your left leg high, left ankle to the right thigh, opening up the left knee. Thread the needle, left hand between the legs, meets the right hand at the back of the right thigh, and we pull the right knee toward us for more. Noticing how that feels. Is it different than the first side? Usually it is. Just notice what it is that you feel. Go ahead and let that go. Nice. Let's hug both knees into our heart. Reach between your legs and grab your feet. Pull your knees down toward the outsides of your ribs. And this is dead bugs pose if you hold still, but let's have some fun and rock side to side with happy baby pose. When you feel a little bit of stress release from your yoga practice, when you take a silly pose like this, it brings a feeling of playfulness into your life, a spirit of joy. And I hope that you take that with you as you move throughout the rest of your day. Let's draw the knees into our heart space and give them a squeeze. And then relax into Shavasana in a way that feels right for you. Remembering how you felt in the beginning. Maybe your feet are on the mat because your back is tender, or your legs extend out. Turn your palms up. Shimmy your shoulders beneath you, even closing your eyes. And let's do that body scan once again. So start with the feet. Noticing how your feet feel here. Moving into your ankles, observing how you're feeling your ankles. The lower legs and the knees. The thighs and the hips and the pelvic region. How about your lower back? How's that doing? Your tummy. Can you feel your chest rise and fall as you breathe? Slowing down the breath. Allowing yourself to really relax. Feel your heart rate as it's so slow and calm. How about your chest and your shoulders and your neck? Your arms, your hands, muscles of your face relaxed. And as you continue to relax on your mat, I want to remind you of the importance of rest for good health. And yoga reminds us of that when we finish with this posture called Shavasana, relaxation posture. And as adults, most of us really don't get enough sleep. How much sleep do you need? Usually 7 or 8 hours for your body to rejuvenate, for your body to heal. So take this time and rest. And as you rest, I'd like to share with you a quote from Gandhi about the importance of health. It is health that is real wealth, and not pieces of gold or silver. Appreciate your good health and the yoga practice that brings you good health. This end of practice, you can stay in Shavasana or make your way to seated. And when we close our practice with the word namaste, we basically are saying, I see the goodness in you. I see the good. I see the health. I see the light. And I hope that you see that within yourself as well. Namaste. Thank you so much for subscribing and joining me for 365 inspired yoga classes. I'm inspired by the feedback you've given me in comments on previous videos that we've posted on YouTube. I hope that you are inclined to share your thoughts and feelings about today's practice with me. I'd love to hear them. I hope this is feeling good. Thanks for sharing with your family and friends.